All right, now we're going to see if anybody comes in here. Hun, we are live. See if anybody's watching. Give it a few minutes, see if anybody comes in. If not, there'll be a short live because it's saying 0 people in. Oh, International Exotics is here. How you doing? How's everything going? Slash is in the house. Gotta love carpet pythons. Gotta love carpet pythons. I love the video you put up today on how you let your granddaughter hold the carpet pythons and how, you get to know your animals and you should know if you could trust them or not. James, what's up? Very, very good one. Gotta love carpet pythons. Good video. You guys need to go over and check out that video. I do have a question for you though. Gotta love carpet pythons. When you have your carpet pythons out and they're a good size, do you ever worry about them trying to grab one of your dogs or anything? Because I know I used to have a berm and there was no way you could let our dog come out at all. Hey, Theory family. Hey, Reagan, what's up? Nope, not at all. That's funny because there's a lot of them that, like when I had the bigger berms and stuff, there was no way you could trust. You could trust the snake around people and all, but if the dog went by, I think it would have grabbed it. Well, at least that was my fear. David, you feeling any better? BC Collector, what's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Crystal. Not much. Not much. Becky, we were at was it the Petco yesterday, hun, to pick up fruit flies? And there was somebody in there looking at a ball python, and we sold some of our albinos to them, so they didn't have to buy one from the Petco. So, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes, but when she had hers out, when if you guys go watch Gotta Love Carpet Pythons, Becky's right here. They're asking for you, Beck. How you're doing? I don't know. Can you wave again, hon? Let me move this way. There, she's watching TV. She's feeling much better though. What I was saying is that if you guys go watch Gotta Love Carpet Pythons, she had her carpet python out with her granddaughter, and the dogs were running around right in front of her carpet python, and the carpet python didn't pay it any attention, which is pretty amazing. Reagan's Reptiles and More says, Becky, I love you.
Love you too, sweetheart.
So what's everybody up to? Yes, Jeff. All the tarantulas that Becky's gotten me are absolutely amazing. Wait till you see tomorrow's video, because one of the Brachypelma vagans has moved all the dirt up and has a perfect tunnel all the way down and dug out the whole bottom. It's pretty cool. I got it on video as it's sitting there. Hi, Dean. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Miss Reagan. How you liking your blanket?
Did you hear, Reagan? Becky was asking how you loving your blanket. If anybody wants a sticker, we got stickers. If you shoot me, if any of you guys have stickers too, if you guys contact me on Instagram, we can exchange addresses and I could send you, well, actually in the description of my videos is our address if you have stickers and you want to send them, but I will send you guys stickers too. Hey, Reese's Pythons, you need to contact me on Instagram so I can get you out a sticker unless Becky still has your address. I'm not sure from what she sent you pretzels.
I'd have to look in my address book. I don't know if I doubt I do.
She loves it. Her mom tries to use it, but she knows better. So what's everybody up to?
How the heck did you get all the way down there?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody can put their emails up there and stuff. I'll go back and we'll email you, and if we'll get your address from you, and we'll get you one out, a sticker out. So. Sorry, guys, I have to answer this text real quick. So,
Who was it?
from CMC Reptiles Ed. Yes. Yes. We're gonna get the podcast going here before the end of the month, and then everybody will be able to come on there
So you're gonna get it done tomorrow?
before the end of next month.
Tomorrow's the last day of the month.
I'm sorry. Manuel, what's up? So, got it, Reese. House of Inverts. I got a question for you. Invertebrates. How many tarantulas do you have? Nothing much. Just that we're waiting for this one snake to see if it's going to drop some eggs for us down here, this ball python. And then I still got lockups going. So getting ready to cool the hognose down for next season. We started to cool the geckos down, so they're going to stop breeding. Oh, you just picked up your 28th. Very interesting.
No. You're stopping where you're at.
They're very addicting. When I look at them, and I'm looking at them, 10,000 slash master 10,000. Oh, God.
You slash master wants my foot up his butt 10,000 times? Okay.
Very good. My Brachypelma vagans, they dug big, huge tunnels down there. Reagan, hon, you can't argue with Reagan. She said I need at least 5 more. Reagan said it.
We will see, Reagan, how good he is.
Yeah, I got to be good to get stuff. So if I'm not good, I get in trouble. But yeah, it's yeah. Oh, good point. Sorry, I have somebody on the headphones I'm listening to. Good point. Oh, hey, Ed from CMC, how you doing? Ben's Exotics is in here. What's up? But yeah, my Brachypelma vagans has dug a hole, moved the dirt up. It's pretty cool. You'll see it in tomorrow's video. You can see straight down in the hole and dug out around the sides. It's pretty in the dram bottles. It's pretty neat. Did you guys see today's video on that paper that Ed is producing for his for the liners for the reptile for the snake cages? You need the tubs. You guys need to see it. I put it in tomorrow's video. Amazing stuff. Those liners are absolutely amazing. Yeah, Ed, did you see that question from Gotta Love Carpet Pythons? You are House of Inverts? Because if you are, I'm going to tune in because we'll hit you up with some questions. Yes and yes. Very good. Yep, I'll be tuning in to ask you some questions. I've seen you. Hon, you can't. The bed squeaks for one, and for another, I could see a little bit so I'm not worried about you. You're not going to scare me and make me hit the ceiling.
I don't know why the bed's so squeaky today. You know what it is the fan's not on to distract.
You know, Ed, the other day I'm sitting here talking to Jeff on Skype, and Becky came up behind me and scared me, and I hit the ceiling. Seriously, she snuck up behind me. It was all dark. She scared me. And you know what Jeff said to me? He says you need to be sitting on one of Ed's tub liners. That way, when you peed your pants, it wouldn't have got your chair wet. Because it was funny. One day she scared me so much I almost went out the window because I had my back to the window, and when she scared me, I flew right up and out the window. Almost. She thinks it's funny to scare me. So
I'll get him one time while he's alive. I'll get him.
But so everybody can see me scream and fall at the floor. Yeah, we love tacos too.
See, I'll have to
Jeff.
lay just like this. Can you see me?
No, I can't see it all.
Oh.
You're, oh my God. Reagan says her mom needs those. Sorry, Mom. Oh my. Yeah, come on, Leo. You got to stop. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to yell, but he's getting a little carried away. The dog. He's pushing me, hitting me. This is all from the dog. So you live in a haunted house? Where's the haunted house at? We used to live in a haunted house. Trust me. Becky will tell you. But we got a right now we have we're gonna do a ghost hunt here soon because it's getting that time of year. Around the Halloween time, we got a ghost box, all kinds of stuff. We're gonna have a blast.
Whoa!
You didn't give me. I have to delete that before she beats me. Oh God.
She's not gonna beat you, Reagan.
That hurt on it. Poked me in the back.
I didn't touch you.
You went in the back.
But you got a problem here.
What? I can't breathe.
You got 14 people watching.
And only six
thumbs
No,
up.
the thumbs up button's broken. You love sour candy, Crystal? I love sour candy too. It's the best. Go back and watch some of my videos. You'll see. No, hon, I had enough candy. I don't need candy for today, so we'll just skip it. 2 young girl ghosts would turn the TV on and flip. Yeah, see? It's freaky. Your fault.
I love the idea of the lady having 2 husbands.
They love your
My photographer?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, see, we're up to 10, so we're doing good so far. So what's everybody doing? Anybody got anything going on? Gotta Love Carpet Pythons, I do have another question for you. Do you plan on breeding your stuff at all, like your carpet pythons or anything? Ben,
Can I buy your dog?
Ben, I would sell you my dog, but unfortunately,
He would eat you.
he would eat you when he got you because he is very, very just I don't understand why he's the way he is, but
We've had him around people.
and we've had him around people, and he just does not like people. He's not a people person, dog. Next year, that'll be cool to see. That'll be great to see.
You can't get any what?
You can't get no candy? Is that what you're saying? Maternal incubation. They say that's sometimes the best. I don't know if you know who Peter Birch is, but he does it. The person listening in, are you paying attention? Okay. Because we had a hater on here, and what we do now is I got somebody listening in who's tapped in, and they're going to track back the IP address if anybody does any hate, and then we're going to turn around and release their IP address and their information as to where they're at and where they're from. So it'll be quite interesting to see. Yeah, her carpets are beautiful. Her carpet pythons.
I say we do a Sour Patch challenge. Huh?
No, you can do all the Sour Patch challenge you want, hon. Right now, I got a headache. I can't.
You eat one, and I won't even give you a yellow one.
No, can't do it. Sorry.
Will you let me finish before
Okay.
you say no?
Okay.
You eat just this one.
Mm-hmm,
All right, you hold that one.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'll even eat the yellow one since you say they're more sour.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll eat three yellow ones at one time.
Okay. Okay.
I say we do it live.
Okay.
So everyone can see our faces.
Not a problem.
What do you guys think of that? Should we do it?
Are we ready?
No, you got to put the microphone down.
No, they're gonna see.
No.
No, they will see my face. Is everybody ready?
You got to put it in your mouth.
Not a problem. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's why you dropped it on your shirt.
I can't. You got to be kidding me. I can't put that in my mouth.
Hon,
No,
come on.
No.
Come on.
Nope. Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Look, I'm going to do 3 to your 1.
You do them 3, and then I'll do 1 later. No. Sorry, guys. Can't do it. I'm glad you like them. I've never been able to like them. Atomic warheads and stuff like that. Yeah, they're good too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what. I'll do a yellow Swedish fish. What?
Thank you.
No, they're not. They're not sour. They're sweet. Didn't you ever see the commercial?
They're not. I just ate 3 yellow ones. I just ate 3 at one time.
I don't know what she means there. Did you better go look and see. Maybe you got a missed call and didn't even notice it. I don't know.
I don't know, Reagan. I haven't talked to Mommy. Then they cut.
Yeah. Ed, he lives by the Sour Patch Factory.
I know.
She loves her Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, wait a minute.
She'll ship you more jelly. So.
Now these are not sour.
Watermelon.
It says Sour Patch on
They're
it.
not
Nope.
sour.
I'm not eating one. I don't want one. I don't want one. I do not want one. Mm-mm.
They're not even sour.
Nope.
God.
Nope. Nope.
What do you do with my Sour Patch Kids?
I set them
put
over
on
there.
bed. These are less sour than they are.
Yeah, less sour. You heard that, right? That means they're still sour. No.
No, they're not.
Yeah, House of Invert stops. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Hey, no, Theory. I can make that comment
What?
disappear.
Take it away. Take away his tease. Haha, there you go.
Then you have to take care of him. So, because I know you would never let an animal, anything happen to any animal.
No, I'll just mail him to somebody else that'll take care of it.
Anyway. What's everybody up to other than that? Is anything going on anywhere? My mom's.
Hun.
Hmm.
Go. Ah.
No. Reagan. Yeah, don't let people tease. Don't let people bother you, man. It's
fun. Trying to get you ratings and views. I know I read it.
so it's all good. You can't let what other people say or do bother you, because there's always going to be people out there trying to disrupt you or anything.
What's up, Andy and everybody?
David,
Way balls.
what's up? So, yes, Reagan, I see what Gotta Love Carpet Python said. Yes. So, anybody got any special breeding projects going on or anything? And Reagan, how is Tokyo and all your snakes doing? Reagan is amazing. She's one amazing person. Yeah, it's getting fat, huh? Yeah, they do that. My super giant down here, I had to put on a diet because she started getting fat deposits under her arms. It was kind of funny. So I cut her food take down to just one time a week now, so she kind of loses some of it.
Name a more ironic duo other than the Philly Fanatic and Phil Gritty.
Phil Gritty, yeah.
No,
there is no better one. There is no better ones.
An iconic duo.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them, Ed. Cannot wait to see them. You breeding them this year or next year? Highways are one of my absolute favorite projects. Even just the way they look and everything. It's one of my favorite morphs. Besides the Pied, of course, is my absolute favorite. David W. here on Wayballs wanted to know. He went to the store, like you had told him about the crochet stuff and stuff like that, but he doesn't know what size yarn to get.
Yarn?
Yeah, she'll tell you. She's got it all over here. The Mojave is an amazing gene. I got a Mojave. It's a black magic though, but it's a black pastel Mojave, and I love it.
This is the yarn I use. I don't know if you can read that or if it's backwards.
Can you read the size on there?
Yeah, it's I don't know if you can see that or not. It's a 4. And it tells you what size hook you should use. It says 5.5 millimeter or a USI. You can use a bigger hook. Actually, my favorite hook is a 6.0. I use a 6.0 on everything. But if you do a 4, which is a medium, it's a medium weight yarn, that's what I always use. And you can find it right there on the label. And then it tells you what hook size to use for that particular yarn. That's for knitting. And this is all how to take care of it. Of course, that means no bleach. That means no iron. That means you can wash it in the washing machine.
Ed, do you really want a scorpion, Ed? You're more than welcome. Anytime, David, anytime. And where was I at? I was reading something here. Yeah, David Theory. You have a lot of...
I should show him the blanket I just finished.
You have a lot of nice highway stuff. Well, Ed, I'll tell you what I'll do, buddy. If you want... I'll hook you up with a scorpion, pal. But you got to give me the go ahead.
This is the one I just finished for my son and his girlfriend. It's about 4 foot wide. Well, it goes from my fingertip to fingertip. And it's about 5 feet long.
No spiders, Ed. I would never do a spider because you said you're scared of spiders. I'm not. I would never do anything like that. But if you want to get a scorpion, I'll get you hooked up with a scorpion, buddy.
Ooh, you feel like you're burning up.
What is Emma feeling sick? Uh-oh. Emma's turn to get sick now. TJ's Reptiles World. How you doing, buddy? As you see, you're blue. You got a wrench. Good to hear you're doing good. How's your little snake building project going?
And I'm actually in the process of making another one of those blankets identical to that for my mom. Because she liked it so much.
There you go, Reagan. Type something.
Oh, shut up. Oh, my Lord.
Yes. You are now a moderator, Reagan. If somebody says something you don't like, you can boot them. That's what you can do. You can block somebody from here and everything for these live chats. Remove comments, all kinds of stuff.
Are you just making this Reagan a moderator?
Yes. But even though I got wrenches, I still have somebody on that's on here that is
the power. You gave that little girl all that power.
Yes, I did.
We love you, Reagan.
I have somebody listening in that's tapped into the live stream that can trace IP addresses back. Because one time we came on here, we had a person that kept changing their things. So we're going to go and put out their IP address, and we'll track it down to the state they live in, the city they live in, the whole 9 yards. And that's our plan. Jason, can you use it on your mom? I don't know. You could try. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. So, nah, nobody's gonna block you. I don't think, David. Tennessee, thank you for all the helpful tips with the tarantulas. On tomorrow's video, you'll see that the tubs have dried out some, and the vagans, the Brachypelma vagans, have dug tunnels, and really, really big tunnels. And it's pretty neat. I have to watch them dig the tunnels. You'll try to be nice. Yeah, Reagan's got the power now. And Tennessee, thank you for watching out, man, and making sure I'm doing things right. Because, like I said, I'm kind of new to the tarantula scene, as you know. And if you ever see me doing something wrong, don't hesitate to let me know, and I'll make sure and fix it, because I don't want to, make any mistakes. Your mom is the best.
Is that Reagan?
Yes,
Yes, her mom is the best.
absolutely. Tone is in. Hey, Tone, how you doing? How's everything going? As for your boa there, you weren't sure if it was a sharp strain or a cal strain, and until it gets a pretty good size, it's sometimes hard to tell, but even then you really can't tell. Sometimes the one strain is duller than the other, so it could be, sometimes it's not. Yeah, and that's a good thing about having YouTube and having followers on YouTube, is because we could turn around, and when people make mistakes, it's always great to have people that'll step up and be willing to say, you're doing this wrong. And then, I'm not the type of guy, if you're gonna say something like you're doing this wrong, I'd be more than happy to listen to you. And I'm not gonna be like, no, and all this stuff. Why do I have a dislike? Because there was somebody in here that was a hater. They always do it, so it doesn't bother me. Because you know what? Every time they come on to hit a dislike, that means they have to watch some of it, and it goes on on the count as a person watching. And I know who it was. Yeah, as long as it's done nicely and not rude and ignorant and stuff like that. So. Yeah, it's the same hater. Yeah, / you figured out who's your were, though, because you told me who they were. And because they told you who they were. Hey, Stevie, how's it doing? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's always good to give helpful tips, as long as people ain't doing it in a rude and ignorant way, like calling you all kinds of names because you made a mistake. Well, that's what it's about. It's about making mistakes and learning. Like I said, even with the reptiles, like I said, 35 years in, and people still always make mistakes, and I even make mistakes, and it's always a learning experience, because there is no true expert out there who knows everything. So, and it's if people can leave helpful comments all the time, and it's good. Kentuckian, hi, how you doing? I am gift bearer. How you doing? Yeah, even Brian, and he's been in it, for a long time, and makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, I heard you.
What? I heard that. Oh, constructive criticism is always the best.
Let's go.
My phone is dying later. See you, China.
He was just on the step. I opened the door and then he took off flipping running.
Yeah, even snakes are the same species. Some will like it hot, some will like it cold. And it's just they each have their own little personality. You can a good channel to watch is Gotta Love Carpet Pythons. You'll see like Lily and all them. They all have different personalities, and you learn how to interact with those very well. And it's pretty interesting. The reason I like Gotta Love Carpet Pythons is she's very hands on, where a lot of people, like myself included, have them in tubs, and we breed them and we have them out and we show people, and we enjoy having them. But Gotta Love Carpet Pythons takes that to another level. She just is amazing with her carpet pythons. She opens them up, they come out, they crawl around, she does her thing, she takes them outside, all kinds to figure out what was going on out there. I gotta see that again.
Did you read that?
No, I couldn't. It went too fast. Anyway, what I was going to ask everybody is, did everybody notice the big announcement in hockey? The Philadelphia Flyers were forced to get a mascot by the NHL. So they picked Phil Gritty, and he's awesome.
You didn't think so at first.
No, at first I was like, wow, kids are going to have nightmares. But now I'm like, well, no, he's from Philly. So, of course, kids are going to have nightmares. Yeah, hockey, NHL hockey. Becky and I are huge Flyers fans. Yeah, it's always fun when you take them all out and you have to fight to get them all out, like to get them all back. Is that a sport? Yes, it's a sport.
What?
Hockey. It's a violent sport. Yeah, see, that is that's the truth. You get to learn your animals. You see how it comes to the door and once out and all. It knows how to get your attention. It knows you personally. People say some animals ain't like reptiles are untrainable and all, but they're not. You could train them. So, David, it's a low scoring sport, so I guess you could kind of say it, but I just can't watch hockey. People run around for 3 hours with just a ball and only one goal. I don't know. You're a Ducks fan, huh? That's fine. That's fine. But like I was saying about the reptiles, a lot of lizards are very much so trainable, like your monitors and stuff like that. You can train them to a point very easily. Yes. See, there you go. Same thing with the tarantulas. They're all different. That's why, I'm glad that Becky got me 4 and 3 and stuff like that. So there's more than just one. But now I got 2 oddballs down there, which that means Becky's going to have to get me another curly hair and an aviculera, a guy on a pink toe. So I have at least 2 of each. Yeah, which one would that be? You'd have to look it up because, like, there's the Postal Therica Metallica Goody Sapphire. That wouldn't be a good one, Reagan. Yeah, The Almighty Ducks is a good movie. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? I talked about Harry in the today's vlog, and it'll be up tomorrow, of course, so you guys will see it. Yeah, none of them are like David. Absolutely not. Green Bottle Blue, hands down, are the easiest tarantula to care for, which I believe it. But I like, challenges. No, I did not see that, Crystal. Becky's laughing back there. Yeah. Doing good. That's good that you're doing good. Thank you, Stevie. If you're talking to me, I say thank you. Yeah, I'd have to get a Gramastola Rosea or a Green Bottle Blue, and I'll let you know what I think if they're easy or not. Just have to add them to the list. Emperor Scorpions are very cool, Stevie. I'm Stevie. TJs. They're harder to obtain at this point in time due to the fact that they stopped importing them. But if you could find some, they're very well worth it. When I ran a pet store, Emperor Scorpions were the biggest sellers, and they were the best. Forest Scorpions also are pretty cool. You guys found a scorpion in a rug? Oh, the green-legged baboons? I don't know. Oh. Yeah, that would be interesting to have, huh? Scorpions on the walls and the ceilings and stuff. So. Yep. Sorry, guys. I just had to check that. Yeah, they're pretty cool. You took some to their barbecue. What did they say about it? Did they like them? Ooh, that would be scary. Reagan's mom found a scorpion in a dish sponge. Yeah, they could be a little, you could be a little nervous about it. There's nothing wrong with that. But definitely do your research. My book ain't here. I would get my book, but it's all the way over there and I can't reach it. But if my wife loves me, she might want to get up and get it for me. My tarantula book on over there. Nah, they're not bad. I find them not. Oh, they split them up. Yes, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't find them. You know, at first I was kind of leery because Andrew had such a fear of them, but now in the morning, Becky will call him and she'll be like getting ready for him to go to school. And she's like, "Where are you at? Are you ready?" And he's like, "Well, I'm saying hello to the spiders every morning." So he kind of got over his fear to a point. So and he's slowly working on it. Yeah. You could tell her, David, I got a plan for you. You get yourself a tarantula, and when she says it's got more than 4 legs, say you're seeing double vision.
Andy.
I don't. Well, you know, you got to watch videos because I've seen it happen. Let theory get a tarantula hashtag. Ow. Oh yeah. Tone. This is the book you want, buddy. You need to get this book, read it, and it's full of so much information. Thank you, hon.
Yeah, whatever. And stop telling people to do stuff so that you get them in trouble with their wives.
I'm not trying to get David Theory in trouble for his wife.
Buy one and just tell her she's got double vision.
Yeah, because he said she won't let him have anything with 4 legs, with more than 4 legs. Just tell her it's only got 4 legs. You're just seeing double vision.
Then never mind. I'm not saying nothing.
Oh, it was a little backwards. I'm sorry, but if you go to Amazon or anything, just type in the Tarantula's Keeper's Guide, and you'll find it. It's good. Why is that, David? Oh. Oh yeah, it's a good book. I know people. Hey Ed, how you doing? Thanks for stopping back. I've read it a couple times, and I gave one to a buddy of mine, and he's read it at least 4 or 5 times already, and he's only got 1 tarantula. TJ, she's doing very good. She was just up talking earlier in the video, so she's doing a lot better. Oh yeah, I know. She's a very bad influence. Yep. He was explaining to me why you're a bad influence.
I'm a bad influence?
Yeah, because never mind. I ain't gonna say it because then she'll get all mad at me.
What? How am I a bad influence?
Because at first you said I couldn't have one, and then you go out and get me a whole bunch, and then you're telling me not to.
How's that a bad influence that I do something nice for my husband when he wants something? How's that a bad influence?
Because you won't let me tell David how to get some. I guess.
No, I didn't tell you.
You don't want me to get him in trouble. Okay.
Because I'm not dealing with any wife drama because of you.
He's laughing. Well, he's like.
No, he's not laughing at me. He's laughing at your face.
Oh my god. I was going to, but I don't think David would, I don't know if she could help him or not. There you go. Put the law down, David. Say it's one or the other.
Yeah, try that one and see what happens.
Yeah, I didn't say it would work for me. I didn't say it would work for me. David's in a different situation, maybe.
I bet he's in the same situation.
That could very well be. Ah, it is manipulation, Reagan. The Tide Tiger Ranch was good. So is the Sun Tiger, Stevie. I just like the way they look out. They're very fast. They're not one that I would want in my collection at this time. But I like the little chevron, like the little, what I call the Nike little swish on their feet. Yeah, if you watch a lot of tea videos, you'll learn a lot. And Sarah and David Tyndall there, they have a great channel with their tarantulas, and you'll learn a lot from there for sure, because he's like the spider whisperer, man, or the tarantula whisperer. You should have seen him breed his Edward Tyndall. He bred his the baboon. I can't remember. It was a horned baboon, and yes, it was very great to watch. A rear horn baboon, that's what it was. And it's Edward Tyndall's commentary during the whole process was hilarious. It was good though. He's very, I love watching his videos. He's just funny and he's to the point, and he educates you as he's being funny and everything. Great channel. Yeah, well, that's like Becky. She was scared of snakes when we first met, and now she's like, today she even said she can't believe that she's out holding them and selling them and doing everything. It's just, it's amazing. She said 25 years ago she would have never imagined ever being even around snakes, and now we have tarantulas. Oh. She will now, because she's watching. She might be watching a video, or Becky might tell her. David, David Theory. I got to tell you this. He said he's got so many snakes now that if he adds 1 or 3, his wife doesn't even notice anymore.
Oh, trust me, she noticed.
She notices. Yeah, see, and you got her past that, right, TJ? And that's great. And then how many do you have now, Reagan? See that? Yeah, well, if you're talking to me, Sarah, yeah, we can't go to Tinley this year, but I'm sure next year we're going to make Tinley. This year well, the week before Tinley is a reptile show here, and we're going to go hit that one up. And then maybe, I'm pretty sure next year we'll hit Tinley. Well, Becky's scared of snakes because when she was it when you were a kid or your cousin, hun?
We were both kids.
Were you both outside? That's what I was asking.
No, I just went inside.
Well, Becky
Everyone was still outside.
Becky just went inside, and her cousin was coming in, and a copperhead was right there, and they didn't notice it because they blend in so well on the ground. And her mom ran over and grabbed her cousin, and they were just little kids, and the copperhead bit her mom. That's how close it was because they couldn't tell. And ever since then, she was scared of them, but we got her past that now. Her mom, when she comes to visit or anything like that, she's fine with them if I don't take them out, which is understandable.
You don't even bring them upstairs.
No, I won't even bring him upstairs because she has a real fear. So, yeah. Now look at you, Sarah. You're they don't scare you at all no more. Yeah, I don't even know how many snakes. I have a lot of geckos and breeding them all. And I have a lot of rats breeding. And we got one dog. We used to have two, but one died. And we got 2 cats now. We used to have 3, and one died from cancer. The one thing about even getting like a dry bite from them, their fangs are pretty big and it hurts. So your phone died. Are you back? Or are you leaving? Yeah. See, that's there's a lot of people that made people do things like that. I don't know if you liked when that happened to you, but it's a shame that if you didn't, that somebody made you watch that.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I could just imagine. I suppose it did hurt really bad. Yeah, but even the mangrove snakes are kind of a little more venomous than a lot of people would mess with. Oh, you're lucky, Sarah. Also, that it was a dry bite. What are you trying to breed, David? Hognose snakes are amazing, TJ. But then again, you don't want to let one of them bite you either, because they bite, they don't let go real well. And I mean, people have gotten bitten and they let go, and people have gotten bitten and had no reaction. But some people can have a severe reaction to a hognose bite. So if you get a hognose, be careful. Like my hognose are okay, but around feeding time, if you open up the tubs, as you can see in some of my videos, they fly at you with their mouth open, just wide open. And them little fangs they got in the back are pretty big. They're not huge, but I'm sorry to hear that, Reagan. Yes, Sarah, they are. And some people can have a severe reaction to it. I have a whole medical file that was done by a medical research company, and it was a hospital research, and they talk about the hognose snake bite and how some people can have a worse reaction than others. Some people can get bit. I think, Ed, you were bit and it didn't do anything, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Did you see that same medical report, Sarah? Are you talking? So I must have missed something. David, Are you talking about rats or something? Yeah. See now, Ed, if you feed them a couple times and then let it bite you in the same thing, they start releasing that saliva and stuff. It could be pretty bad. But some people don't have a reaction at all. It's not even like a bee sting to some people, and other people it could be tough. David, are you sure you got a male and female in there? And the fighting, when we put females in, the male will fight sometimes with the females just to assure dominance, I guess you could say, and then they stop usually. Yes. Sarah, when I get my other computer up and going, I will forward you a copy of that, and you can read the whole medical file. And they got pictures in there and everything. I'll see if I can get the other computer going this week because I got a tip from a buddy of mine on how to get it to start running again. Yes, exactly, Reagan. Shows his control. I would leave him in there. I wouldn't worry about him fighting too much. Yes, TJ, it's going to be amazing to see. Yeah, and another thing with rats is the minute they have their babies, he usually impregnates her again within minutes. Are you going to cool them down a little bit, TJ, first? And how much do they weigh? Do you know how much they weigh? Yeah, there's a good idea. I am gift bearer. I try 1-to-1 and see how that works. Because when we first started, did we not have a trouble getting them to do anything, hon? It seemed like it was forever. They would be fighting and everything until we got the groove down, and then it took off. Yes, Colorado, you have to have a permit. Illinois, you have to have a permit. And I believe there might be one other place, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I understand that too. I wouldn't want them to kill each other either. Mice are a pain as far as I'm concerned because the male mouse will musk bad. When you clean a male mouse tank, a tub, if you clean it really, really good, that male mouse will put out a musk to musk that tub up, and it stinks. I know that, Stevie. I know you're in. Yep. Yeah. But David, would you really want one? Yes, mice are way smelly compared to even rats. Okay, it's Georgia. I thought there was another one. And that's only because they're endangered. It's not because of anything else. In Illinois, they're endangered. Georgia, I don't know why. Maybe Georgia's at Eastern, because I don't know if they have Westerns in Georgia or not, but I know Easterns you might have to have a permit to have because they might be on the endangered species list there, or it's a native animal. In Colorado, they're becoming endangered there too. That's why you have to have a permit to have them. But if you get a permit, it's not a real big deal. Cow mouse. Tennessee, no, I have not. Eastern hognose, yeah, that's Georgia, right, TJ? And that's because they're native to there. A lot of states have things you have to have a permit if it's a native species to there. The Walking Dead's okay, Sarah, and it gets better, and then it starts going down. Then it gets better, and it gets to like season 4, I think it is. It's kind of drawn out, and then I heard that this season's not going to be that good either. Season 9, and if it's not, then I'm just going to have to stop watching it. I think because I've never missed an episode, and I don't know. Yes, see, there you go. But James, do you have to have a permit to have a Western hognose in Georgia? Yeah, Georgia's kind of funny with some stuff, and that's because of their if it's native, they like to be. A lot of states are like that if it's native to their state. Yeah, no, there's season 9 is coming out this month. Well, October 13th, I believe it is. Yeah, see, you got to keep an eye on your state as it goes. They tried to do stuff like that here, but Becky and I, we kind of found out and went and fought. And then there was Marshall who did it in the bigger town up here. He went and fought it and won his case too. So you got to keep an eye on things. Otherwise, they take stuff way too. Once they start adding things, they can grow way out of proportion. I know that U.S. ARC, when I contacted them about the rules, they were trying to send me all kinds of information. They sent information to the people that were trying to pass the laws and all, and we got it to be changed. So, because like a ball python, where I live at, if it got out, it probably wouldn't live through the summer because it gets too cold at nighttime. Horror movies, you think? Well, that's Emma. Emma loves horror movies. She thinks they're funny. Well, I guess there's a state I'll never move to, Georgia. City ordinances are the worst, but like I said, Becky and I, we went down, we talked to them, we went to the city meetings and all that, and it got a little out of hand. North Dakota is very cold, right? During the winter, we can get to 75 below zero easy. Yeah, isn't that funny how that works, James? You can have any venomous native species in Georgia you want. Well, see, African soft furs, if they were to get loose, they would run rampant in certain places. So that's why I breed my own regular rats. I wouldn't even want to even feed them African soft furs because sometimes if they start eating African soft furs, you can't get them to switch over at all. What are your state rules, Sarah? I know here in North Dakota, they have a rule against the only thing I could think of is venomous, and you can get a permit for it, but you have to go down to get a permit, and you also have to have a permit for like reticulated pythons and things like that. But I was told that permit for the reticulated pythons and the Burmese pythons is null and void or something because they made a mistake writing it up or something. Yeah, that's crazy. You can't have a corn snake, but you can have an eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Well, in California, you can't have African soft furs, and I think that's due to the fact that if an African soft fur were to get out and breed, uh, it would be it could be devastating to the environment. I believe. I think that's the way they're thinking there. International Exotics. I could be wrong. That's like Tennessee. There's a town here in North Dakota that tarantulas are illegal. You can't have any tarantulas. And a tarantula, if it were to get out of your house here, would die for sure. Yeah, you know, um, I believe in Florida there's some plants that have gotten loose. What you would think, well, how could a plant get loose? But seeds have gotten out of some plants and they've taken over. And I can understand some things, but it should definitely be a state by state a case. But there's some things that I can't see them. Why would they even? I don't know. That's like the Burmese problem in Florida. It'll never leave Florida. I don't care what anybody says. It'll never leave Florida because I do believe that the Burmese, they come up with these ways that they could do it. Like they can breed with ones that are cold-blooded, that can more cold resistant. I don't believe that stuff. I think that it's all just a sham to try to stop you from owning things that you want. It's all a way for them to control you. And for me, it's not right. They shouldn't be able to control you. But then you get up into Canada and you can't own hognose snakes at all in Canada. Because apparently they're a native species of that country and they're funny about stuff like that. Yeah, because now the ones that are in Florida are definitely native to Florida. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. I agree with TJ. The minute they start moving north and a cold freeze comes in, they're going to die off. They're not going to make it. I don't care what anybody says. There's no way they can survive. I lived in Oklahoma for a while, and it's so cold in Oklahoma that it will definitely kill them. I heard that. Yeah, I do too. I'm gift bearer. I do too. But then, like I'm gonna tell you, you get down in Florida, and there are exceptions. I do believe that if you live down there, you should have your stuff microchipped, so that way, if it did get out, they could track it back to you or something like that. Because people do have a tendency thinking, "Wow, this will be better in the wild," and let it go, But yeah, I don't think somewhere like where I live or somewhere where like Theory Family Balls lives or something like that. If we have a reptile of any kind that gets out that's not native to our state, will not make it. I don't care what it is. It's not going to make it. Yeah, they found a few African rocks and a few reticulated pythons. But you know, the reticulated pythons aren't doing real well there when they get loose. They don't. I don't know what the problem is. I don't think many of them are out, but I know that the Burmese python is just like it's a perfect environment for them for some reason. Yeah. Yes, Slash. That was a good dinner plate. Oh yeah, I agree. The summertime lows here. I don't know how cold it gets there. There's a few nights where it's warmer, but like you know, there's sometimes here in the middle of the winter, summertime, and the winter, and it can go down into the 30s here. No, it doesn't. I talk to you all the time, Jeff, and I know it doesn't get too cold there. Oh, yeah, they wouldn't survive in Colorado either. No way. They probably would do good in California, but like in Northern California, it might get too cold, but in Southern California, it might get too hot for them. And, you know, there's only a few places that certain things can survive. Their bodies are adapted to certain things. Like a Burmese python, if you threw that in the desert, it would die. Yeah, do you live in Arizona, you said? International Exotics? Yeah, that was a good one, Slash. Oh, you live in California. Yeah, I suppose. You know, I know, um, especially in them higher elevations of California. Yeah, and that would probably not be good at all for certain pythons either there because they need the humidity, especially the Burmese pythons in the foothills. Ethan, what's up? Yeah, we're going to avoid that here too, David. But we usually get it. I remember one year, David, it snowed here from September 6th all the way through mid-June. So it could get cold here. A lot of snow.
2 years ago was kids were going back to school after Thanksgiving break and 3 days straight.
Yeah, 3 days straight. One day after Thanksgiving last year. It was 3 years ago, you said?
No, not last year, the year before that.
Yeah, it's 3 days, like the year before that. The 3 days of straight snow, and they couldn't even go to school. Firehouse subs are good, Ed. Do we remember the polar vortex? Of course, we remember the polar vortex. It was so cold here, TJ, that my son went out with a cup of coffee and threw it in the air, and it froze before it hit the ground. I believe it's on video. It might not be, but I think it is. He threw it up, and he threw it up, and he had it in a cup, and he threw it up in the air, and before it hit the ground, it was frozen chunks. Yeah, I'm going to say 10 years ago or so, David, Becky and I were driving, and it was June 10th or 12th, and it snowed so much they had to get snow plows out across, not too far from here, just across the river. See you later, Sarah. Yeah, minus 42 is about average for February here. And a Bigfoot, yeah. See, Jeff, you do have to worry about Bigfoot. I believe you have to worry about Bigfoot in Northern California too, don't you, Ed? You don't even. There you go, Jeff. Did you read that, buddy? I hope you can read. I definitely agree with that. Put on some GoPros. Yep. I might have to come out and join that. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Jay Voss. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining. It would be interesting to go on a. Every time I talk to Jeff, I tell him he needs to go out with some microphones and stuff and try to get some of them sounds, but he doesn't. How far is that from where you're at, Ed? How's it been going, Jay? How's everything going, buddy? 3 hours north. How far is that from you, Slash? Weed capital of the U.S. Huh. Is that really true, Ed? I mean, it could be. I don't know. Oh. So it's 8 hours for you and 3 hours for Ed. It's about 20 for me, so we'll meet up somewhere. The Green Triangle. Yeah, I've heard of that. Did you get a picture of it, Stevie? Might have been some kind of albino or something. Not here, James. Not here. Might slow him down, Ed. Uh 13, I believe it is, Jay. Yeah, she kind of turned TV off. She's laying back there. She'll be going to sleep, so I'm going to get off here in a minute. Yes, it did escalate very quickly. How many do you have now, Jay? Yes, it was. Slash. I was shocked, especially with the first one. I was like, wow. Because she was so dead set against it. Yeah. So, Jay, I agree. And then when the first box came and I opened it and she was yelling at me saying I had ordered them or something and it wasn't me. And then she finally told me it was her. It was a shocker. I was totally shocked. Because it's amazing. Yeah. That's true. Gotta love carpets. Yeah. Yeah. Krampus is an interesting character. Yeah, mhm. When they're little, it is amazing how fast they grow. Like I was saying, that's funny, Slash. How fast even like my little Hapalopus species Columbia large shed, the pumpkin patch. I'm shed. I keep saying shed because I keep thinking of reptiles, but molt. I'll get it down sooner or later, people. Yeah, I have family in Colorado. I have a lot of family in Colorado. I have an aunt who lived there, and she died last year. She was 108. So, Stevie, how far do you live from Denver? Yeah. Release all your scorpions on them. Any I could give you a couple suggestions just for the colors alone. The pumpkin patch is bright orange when it gets big. It's got the bright orange on it. As for bird eater, are very interesting, but if a bird eater were to bite you, not that there's anything wrong with its venom or anything like that, but when they get bigger, their fangs are so large that they could cause damage just alone. A Metallica, yeah, very interesting, David. The Poecilotheria metallicas are of the New World species, of the Old World species, and if they were to bite you by accident, it could be quite painful for a long time. Pumpkin patches, the dwarf species. That's what I like about the pumpkin patch. They're a dwarf species, but they're growing kind of good. Really sort of faster than I expected. But yeah, definitely the pumpkin patches. I like them. They're a little bit fast, but you can handle that, I'm sure. But I don't know about the Poecilotheria metallicas or anything like that, because if you do your research on them, I think you would know that they're definitely not for a beginner. Outside of Denver, very cool. Yes, if you... Yeah, the New Worlds like to throw hairs some, and the Old Worlds definitely have a more potent venom, except for the sun tiger, which is the Venezuelan sun tiger, which is a New World species, and its venom's a little bit tough. Oh, and the sun tiger is extremely fast. I mean, like a blink of an eye, went from that end of the room to the other end of the room and is on somebody. That's how fast they are, Jay. But yeah, you can do your research. But I personally, the Chilean dwarf, Euthyllus species red, I believe it is the Chilean dwarf, which is very cool. Pokies are awesome, but again, TJ, I wouldn't recommend them. I don't believe for a beginner like myself or even Jay or anything like that. Yeah. It's ready to kick it up a notch, are you? I would I don't know. What are you looking for? Something fast? Something, things like that? Yep. Later, TJ. Marshall, what's up, buddy? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, the dwarf species to me are very interesting. And like I said, the pumpkin patch is very colorful, and it's fast, extremely fast. A little bit on the aggressive side, but from all the research I've done, the one I have, they don't seem aggressive, but they're pretty cool. I really wouldn't have an answer for that. I just, Becky just ordered some tarantulas and I went from there. So I don't know. I kind of jumped in kind of head first. So I don't know what a really, really good, if Tennessee Tarantula was here, he would be able to tell you for sure. Green Bottle Blues are good too. They have a lot of color too. I like them too. Okay, Reagan. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you is don't try to feed it again for at least 2 weeks after they regurgitate. You have to wait 2 weeks before you try to feed them again. Take it to the vet to make sure everything's okay. The only other thing I can think of is what's your temperature at? Do you have what's the hot spot and what's the cool spot at? And it's yes, it is very sad to hear. Yeah, they do. I'd have to say that. I have to agree with Jay there. Um, what else are gonna? And you have hide spots in there for it. One thing I've noticed, Reagan, and it's upsetting when things like this happen. But with people breeding animals, especially all the morphs like they do, there's defects on the inside of these animals that some people you can't tell until it's it could eat and then it could develop these problems later on. So hang in there. Don't let this discourage you in any way from getting another animal. Just know that sometimes there's nothing you can do, and it was nothing that you did do that got your animal sick. Yeah, it could be something on the inside for sure. Sometimes no matter how hard you try, there's nothing you can do. Marshall, it was hard for her to get it to eat, and now when it eats, it regurgitates its food. It's a corn snake, I believe, baby. Yeah, and when you start mixing getting all the morphs involved and all the color stuff like that, there's genetic things going on there. Even with the ball pythons, there's so many color morphs and everything that when you put them together, that not everything lines up right, and there's genetic problems that people don't even realize yet. And so don't ever think it was anything you did. So yes, we hope he pulls through too if you take him to the vet. For the balls, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Yeah, see, it's just well, for the balls, drive safe home. So how's everything going up there in Marshall? Yeah, with my hognose, we had the one that hatched out this year. That it didn't hatch, so we cut the egg open to see if it was okay because it was the only one that didn't come out. And the snake, instead of it being like a snake, it was fused together, like its body was fused together in half, and its head and tail were side by side, but its whole body was fused together. And that's because of all the genetics that are at play. It was an axanthic, possible het for toffee belly, and there's a lot of genetics in there that yeah. It's fun playing with water bowls and the papers. Yeah, too bad you couldn't see what was going on inside there, huh? Slash. What state do you live in there, Jay? I can't remember. Yeah, slash. That's okay for the first time, but after you have Upstart Hat, Missouri, after you have a bunch of them, I don't know if you would keep doing that or not. Sooner or later, it would get tiring, and you wouldn't do it. Yeah, do lots of research. Missouri, Jay, I didn't know that in Missouri, you had to have a permit. I really didn't. But each state is different, so I don't know when they would. It must be because they must be native there, but I don't know. Do you guys have native Western hognose snakes there? You should probably find out if it's Western hognose, Eastern, or Southern hognose, or something like that. You have to have it for, because each state's different when it comes to things like that. Yes, see that? Slash. Jay answered that. A glass front solves that whole problem. You can just see in there. Yeah, see now the reason you'd probably have to have that is so that they know you didn't go out in the wild and catch it. The deal is that the hognose, what happens is if they're native to your area and they're endangered, people will go out and catch them and then they're taking them from the wild. But yeah, that's not some places are like that to protect them, and it does protect them. Oh, a clutch cam, that's a good idea. Here's a one of my friends had mentioned to me, Dave Kaufman, that how does he put it? How did he say it? We are protecting our species into extinction. And yeah, the reason we're protecting our species into extinction is because some species you can't even breed if you go catch if they have them in the wild. But humans in general have done a better job than nature has at breeding these animals. So even his argument, and I agree with his argument, and my argument would be that if they were to let people get a hold of some of these animals, breed them, and then release them back into the wild, there would be no endangered species anymore, because we produce way more hognoses in captivity, way more. That there's garter snakes that you can't even own because they're so endangered. But if they let people get a hold of them, we could breed them and breed them right out of extinction. And humans have a way to adapt and do better than nature does itself at things like this. And I think that would be a much better way to control the native species. Yeah, I agree. We could definitely offset the damage. But see, another reason a lot of this stuff is coming extinct is not because they're being taken from the wild, or not because they're being not breeding in the wild. It's because humans are going in there and destroying the wild in their native areas. But I still think that if they let people get a hold of some of this stuff, we could definitely make a lot of animals disappear from the extinction list. Easy. Yes, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, they're getting pushed out of their homes. And there are things that we can do also to stop them from being pushed out of their homes. I know here in the western part of this state, they have done so much with the oil and oil wells that, but then again, animals have a way of adapting and adjusting to them situation. So I think that, if we could just push it so if we could help them get out of the endangered or close to extinction stage, I think the animals would adapt fine into the environments that we have provided. But we have to let people do it. Yeah, he's got big cages, doesn't he? Yeah. If I was electrocuted too, I think I'd be a little leery. Heat tape is good, but I know that on the ends, when you cut it, you have to tape up the ends or you will get a shock if you touch it. You were going to secretly breed and release what? The hognose? Yeah, that's true. It wouldn't be secret to be told. But if you get caught doing that, it could be serious. It could, if you get caught doing that, what it could seriously put a bad mark on the hobby for sure. Only because, let's say you were breeding. I'm not saying that you are breeding, but if, let's say I was breeding hognose and then releasing them, without them knowing it, they would say, this is the reasons that we don't want you to have these animals, because what if it has a fungus or something and it goes out in the wild and stuff like that. But yeah, I can understand, why people would like to do that. I mean, I've heard of people doing that. But yeah. I wouldn't do it. What are you talking about there, Slash? Let me see here. Oh, pistol. Oh, when he had that reticulated python on over his shoulder and it beat him. That was pretty funny. Yeah, see, now that's the thing. I'm sure that if you were to contact them, Jay, there are exceptions. Like, let's say you plan on getting like 5 or 10 of them, and you want to breed them. They might have a umbrella type of permit that covers them all, and then you just have to register it when you breed them and how many eggs and how many successful, and keep records of who bought them and where they went and things like that. I've heard of that. It was funny, Ed. Very funny. As a matter of fact, this morning when we were taking some ball pythons to somebody who bought some, the lady we stopped at the store to get a cup of coffee, and Becky's friends with her, and Becky was telling her that we had the snakes in the car, and the lady goes, "Can I hold one?" So Becky let her hold one, and then she goes, "Will it pee on me?" And Becky goes, "Well, they do have a tendency to pee, because I seen a video of Ed talking about you getting peed on with the one." That was funny. Yeah. 3 left to come out of the egg, huh? It's crazy how long they sit in there. Yes. David, let me tell you something about that I've learned over the years. Reticulated pythons have a tendency, I'm not saying they all are, but a lot of them have a tendency to have a little bit of an attitude. Why? I don't know. It's just the pied way of nature, I guess. And I know that people say pied-balled pythons or Hatford pied, when they're little, they have an attitude, but when they get bigger, they kind of grow out of it. I have on tomorrow's vlog, I put my pied in there, and you'll see what I mean. It kind of would love to rip my face off, I think. Pied retics are very amazing. I find them extremely amazing. Yes, Ed, I'm trying to find a place that has the pig brains so Emma can try it, because she will definitely do it. Today she's sick. She just came in here really sick a few minutes ago. Yeah, it would be kind of strange to go down that road, huh, Jay? But yeah, is it $50? You sure it's $50 per animal per year, or is it like? I mean, if you set up a business, you might be able to get a different, get under a whole different type of permit system if you're starting a business. If you're just going to be a hobbyist and keep them, it might be that way. Not yet. I have a female that is het for albino, but not a male, and I plan to get either a male albino or a male het for albino. Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking. The little ones when they're like the het pied little ones, or even the pied when they're little, they're very, very defensive. I'm not going to say aggressive. I'm going to say defensive. But as they grow up, they kind of get out of it. And I missed something because Slash likes apple pie and Ed says I'll ship to you. I don't know what's going on. I'm lost somewhere. Yeah, she was just. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She just came in here. She was a little bit ago, Ed and or David, and she had a fever and everything. Yeah, see, now that ain't bad. I would put out if you could own as many as you want for the $50. I would put that out to have a permit to have them. Oh, did she? I'll have to get in touch with her, Marshall, and find out the prices there, buddy. Thank you, Stevie. Before these, I plan on getting a mail before. I'll probably order one or get one over the winter here. I might not be able to ship it to me, but I have buddies that have some that I'm sure I can get a hold of, and they will ship them out in the spring because I have a very short window of shipping weather, you know. Okay, Ed, send me the price then and let me know, buddy, because I'll do it, and Emma will definitely do it, she said. Yeah, we were talking on the phone today, Theory. No, you don't, Steve. You make me laugh when you say you need more brains. That's funny. Sounds like a zombie drug deal. That's hilarious, Slash. Ah, I have one on the way. I was sick a week ago or two. Was it 2 weeks ago, maybe? And then everybody else has gotten sick since then. Ooh, I like the black pastel albinos and the pinstripe albinos. Interesting stuff there, Marshall. Next time I will. I'll have to contact her. I got her information. I'll have to contact her. International Exotics, you have a great night, buddy. Pig. Ain't that what you guys did? The same thing you guys did, Ed. Same exact thing. Brains. Wink, wink, wink. I got you. I'm the reason. Who's the reason? What? Stevie, I hope you feel better. I don't like to see anybody sick. Yeah, today I had a real bad day, Stevie. I'll tell you. When I got up this morning, I couldn't even walk because I have spinal bifida, and my leg is really bad, and it was rainy here, and I couldn't even move. Almost brought me to tears. Yeah, Stevie, we don't want you to get sick, buddy. We don't like seeing people sick. But then again, it's that time of year. Everybody's going to school. People are out more, and people end up getting sick. Oh, Steve, you no need to be sorry, man. I was born like that, and I'm used to it. You still playing games, Stevie? I haven't seen a game video go up in a while. Yes, some days are way worse than other. Tis the season. Eh. Well, Reagan, you tell your mom I hope her back feels better. Have you been practicing your guitar, Steve? We haven't seen a guitar video in a while either. Oh, that's right. You did move to a new house. I forgot. Yes, Slash is really good at guitar. You need to keep up your guitar and don't give up on it, Steve, because you'll get. I haven't seen a video in a while, so. Oh, dude, backs are the worst. I am so sorry that you broke your back. I was born with spinal bifida, and I have a tethered spine. They can't even fix anything now because when I did the surgery when I was a baby to fix the spinal bifida, there's so much scar tissue there that it's wrapped around the nerves and it pulls, and they can't fix it until I go paralyzed, because they won't go in until I'm paralyzed, because if I go paralyzed, they said they can't do worse damage and it's already done. Yes, you are, Steve. You're very good at playing the guitar. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Who are you talking to, Reagan? Oh, yeah. See, because they did surgery on your back too, I'm sure, and you know how the scar tissue and the pain and all that works. But try living somewhere cold. ah. ah. Well, we're glad you're here now. David, we'll talk to you later, buddy. Yeah, well, they said that too to me. They said that because when I was younger, I was I was paralyzed. They did the surgery, and then I was able to walk. But yeah, they say by the time I'm mid-50s, I will be paralyzed for sure. But I'm not going to let that slow me down. I'm trying not to let that happen just by you keep moving. I have no feeling in my one foot. You could drive a nail through it and I wouldn't feel it. Peace, David. Thanks you for stopping by, David. So, Marshall, I was there the other day, but is your breeding season over? I forgot to ask you. Uh, ooh, sorry to hear that, Reagan. That's my theory, Jay. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, Jay. I never noticed her voice sounding bad at all. Yeah, they grow pretty quick, don't they, Marshall? And then you got to up the sizes. Yes, if anybody out there has stickers, Slashmaster wants some stickers because he's going to cover a guitar case with stickers. Oh, I'm sorry. It hurts when she talks. I had no idea. Well, I suppose that would really affect it, huh, Reagan? Oh, I can't wait to see that for the balls. Ed, you want stickers, buddy? I'll send you a bunch of stickers. Oh, you need to make your own stickers. That is what you're saying. What everybody should do is come up with a logo, and then we'll talk to Ed and put a big order together to so I don't know what your minimal, Ed, you would have to tell us again. I can't remember what you said to make stickers, how many people you would want to have to put in a sticker lineup. Well, Jay, if you contact me, or I might still have your information, I will send you a sticker. Run 40 different stickers in one sheet. Okay. So what we got to do, everybody, is get everybody together. We'll get up an order, and we'll have Ed run, and then that way he's not just doing one order, he can do a bunch. Let me tell you, his stickers are top quality. Yes. And then you have to come up with a price that everybody would have to, what would you would charge for the stickers. So then we can get a bunch of different people together and get up a big order. CMC is more than amazing, Reagan. The sticker I have, and then I'll send you one too, Tennessee. If you can contact me on Instagram under DEA Exotics, I'll get you out a sticker. Okay, so it's $45 a person. We all need to get together, and then he can do it. He does an excellent job. They're great stickers. I'd send you one for free, Tennessee. I'd send you a sticker. No, not for stickers. Becky was looking at our logo today because she was looking at the stickers, and she wants to get it redrawn because she's got a couple things she wants to change on there. So my next order with the stickers, Ed, when we get a bunch of people together and we do it, it'll be a little different. Oh, when you get moved in and settled down, yes, Stevie. No, you don't. I will send you a sticker. Matter of fact, yeah, no, you send me your address, I'll send you a sticker. Well, guys, I'm looking at the time, and it's getting kind of late. I've been on here for 2 hours already, and I'm thinking I might have to hop off. You don't have an Instagram. I believe Becky may have your address around here somewhere. If not, Tennessee, you can email it to beckydcensky@gmail.com. It's in the link in the descriptions of all my videos, not the live streams, but the other videos. So you guys can go in there and do it that way. So, okay. You can email us there, and then I'll get you out a sticker right away. And everybody, go check out everybody and subscribe to everybody in here. They're all great channels and everything. We love you too, Reagan. Night Jay, Night Reagan, Night Slash, Night David Theory, Stevie, Tennessee, Ed, Marshall, everybody. Everybody have a great night. Yeah, I love the Theory needs tarantulas hashtag. James, see you later. Gotta love carpet pythons later. For the balls. So night, everyone. Peace out.